Hello everybody, and welcome back to the next part of our 1000-day Interloper series. Last episode, we got caught out in a blizzard after getting a bunch of cedar and mapping out the rest of Mystery Lake. We were originally going to go back to here, but as you can hear outside, we had to divert back to here. So, it seems like even after our long sleep that... Well, let's get a drink first. That the blizzard is still raging on outside. So what we're gonna do is pick up these torches, clean up Trapper's cabin a bit. I think that's everything. We'll leave the newspaper here. Yeah, we'll leave that water here as well. Oh yeah, and this was the broken arrow we found last episode, miraculously, by the train tracks. I have no idea where it came from, but, yeah, where did it come from? It must have been from a hunt nearby that we just lost the arrow for, I guess. But yes, let's destroy these. And we're mainly doing this just to clean up the environment. These are biodegradable, of course, but there's no point in having a bunch of ruined torches around. That can be better used as sticks. Okay, did we bring the tools? We did not. Okay, that's fine. What we're gonna do is read. I'd like to think we're reading from the light here. And again, there's no point in doing this except just to pass time. And, I mean, you know, we do want to get level 5 in every skill, but, you know, there's no practical use. And it is still atrocious out. So we are going back inside. We're not dealing with that right now. Okay, sounds better out. And we'll leave this here, just as an emergency. Now, our plan, like I said, gonna go through here, up through here, grab all the cedar, and head back to base. We have 15, right now, 15 pieces of cedar, so that's 15 statues. Yeah, this is doable. And the wind is actually against us for once, or with us for once. You've probably gotten used to me complaining about the wind by now. So it's rare that it's actually helpful. Although it seems like it's just switching directions again. But that's fine. Okay, I think that's a deer over there. Those are fur limbs. Oh, actually, that might be cedar. Let's go over there and check. I think these are fir. No, those are cedar. That one might be fir. I think that one is fir, but this is the one we're looking for. probably gonna get a sprain. Nope. Did you look at that?
Die if I don't warm up soon.
Yeah, so those big limbs are the best for maximizing tool durability, because I think they still use the same percentage. You just get 5 instead of 3. Yeah, I think we're like right here. Let's map this out. We'll take a bit more health loss, but that's fine. Yep, just as I thought. We're like right here. Now there are wolves around here potentially, so we do need to be mindful of that. Okay, I see like 4 cedar limbs, so we'll pick up all 4 of these and then head to the camp office. Let's put this here. Good.
Come on. Come on.
You know, what we should have done is put this right next to a limb. Now that I think about it, but you know what, that's fine. We'll just, go ahead and read for an hour, I guess. Although that was kind of a mistake, to be honest. But, oh well, that's fine. We didn't even bring a can. That is a mistake. We should have done that. Excellent. We have some ricey tea. We'll actually take that just to warm up faster. Good. Okay, I don't see any wolves out. That's good. Yeah, this would have been a better spot for the fire, to be honest, but that's okay. Okay, let's run back. Hopefully the fire isn't going to die out. Perfect. We'll add some sticks. Actually, it's so warm out, I think we'll be fine. Let's go ahead and break this up. I think we're going the right way. Yes, I believe we are. Let's grab some sticks as well. How much cedar? 32. I think we're good for now, to be honest. Let's just head back to base. Yeah, it's gonna get dark out soon. I think this is the right way. The fog is good, but for no wind, but what the? Oh, they still haven't fixed that? How many? Okay.
I'm so thirsty I can't think straight.
Okay, thank you, Torch. You're about to go out. You did your job. That would have been really bad if it died right as I threw it. Couldn't have gone much better than that. Alright. Grab this, grab these. Got all that. We have a bunch of fish outside. So what we're gonna do is grab a bunch of stuff.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Let's put all that there. Then we're probably gonna make 12 statues. Now let's do the 15 or 16. That's 64 hours. Then we're going to go dump. No, we shouldn't do that. Where is our cooking pot? We have this one. I don't think we have any more, so let's actually... Yeah, let's do this. Grab that. You've read that. Let's tear this up. We'll do that actually when it is too dark to see. Okay, well there's our cooking pot, but that's fine. Transfer that. Oh wow, why did I put that there? Okay, we have that. We'll go ahead and do this now. That's good. Sorry, I just had to check something. Make sure I was recording. I am. Alright, so got that. I think we can start crafting. Now we're gonna need fuel for an actual fire. Oh no, there's fur up there we can chop if we need to. Let's go ahead. And read for an hour. Good. I think that's all we're gonna get. Oh, that works out well. Excellent. Let's go ahead and eat that bass. Alright. Now, let's start with... Actually, I think all we have are wolf figures, right? $18 out of 18, 3. Yes, okay. So we just have a bunch of wolf statues. Or I guess, figure. Alright, now let's sleep for an hour or two. Where are you? I just saw you. There you are. We'll just drop this on the floor. That's fine. And that. Okay, I think that'll be good. We'll pick all this up at a later date. Got some water, we've got some food. We're gonna grab a bunch of fish. We're gonna be up there for several days. Beautiful morning.
Too heavy.
That'll be doable. Be pretty slow getting up there, but that's fine. Yep, let's go. Yep, and we've got stuff to make more water. So this is kind of what we're doing instead of hibernating. I really hope they add deer, ptarmigan, and rabbit statues, but for now we'll just do predators. Now if we had rabbit pies for the extra carry weight, this would be a great use of them. But it's not worth it right now to go back and cook that.
Looks like I made it through another night.
This is beautiful. So yeah, sitting in a cave, crafting statues, it is fun. I think it's fun to work towards a project like this, but it's either this or just hibernate and have it recorded just for the run authenticity, right? It's just, I don't like hibernation that much. It's just like, you know, wake up, sleep, wake up, pass time, sleep. This, it's wake up, craft statues.
Can't feel my feet.
Craft statues. Admittedly, craft statues and go to sleep and repeat, but the statues look nice, and it's part of our goals to memorialize the predators that we kill. So, and eventually, hopefully, the herbivores as well.
Goddamn freezing.
This is gorgeous. I'm gonna get a photo. Look at this. Lake overlook. Although black and white doesn't quite do it justice, it's still beautiful in its own right. Alright. Now let's get to work on these statues.
Too much stuff to carry.
Very good. Get some water. And so it begins. What are we looking at here? Perfect. This is also getting our vitamin C up to prevent scurvy. So we're doing a lot of stuff at once. We're actually going to take a breather because this is the warmest part of the day. We want to get some fur. Although it seems to be getting worse out. Let's stand right here in the shelter of the wind, from the wind. We can chop this up. It's actually really good. Would you look at that? It's beautiful. That wasn't even part of our.
Gotta go.
That wasn't even part of our original intentions, but
Sun's setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
and so we continue. Okay, that's fine. What we're gonna do is get some water, probably sleep for, even though we're pretty warm in here. Yeah. It's approaching the coldest part of the day and a blizzard. So we might need to start a fire. Or not. Look at that.
Looks like a new day is dawning. That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Oh no, it's because where we're standing. I thought it was too cold to sleep, but no, that's not the case. Alright, let's continue. Boy, Mother Nature is not happy with us. Alright. We're gonna drink all of our water, and then we'll start a fire in the night so we can craft throughout the night. Good enough for me. You know, if we truly wanted to min-max this, we would have the fire in the cave. You know, we would do the cave trick, but it's fine. Okay, got that. Now we're gonna put this on here. 1.5 liters, you know the drill. And so we continue. Wow, these blizzards are just... But hey, that makes the fire last longer because it's colder out. So I'm not complaining too much. Yep, 1.5 hour of work. Cooking 5 is the most efficient you can do with boiling water. I think we're
I'm gonna have to
good.
leave something behind.
Let's do that. Hopefully that'll work out. And we'll sleep for 4 hours. Hey, we did boil it. Well, we'll figure it out when we can see. Let's continue. This is getting pretty worn down, but that's fine. It's crazy. Maybe Mother Nature disapproves. Who knows?
I might have to drop some gear.
But the Predator Memorial Project shall not go impeded. We can't reverse it, that's fine. So yeah, this is like 3-button click simulator, but it's better than 2-button click simulator. And it's for what I believe, and I hope you guys believe to be a good cause. So, probably be a bunch of this instead of hibernation, because I've tried to watch like hibernation strategies, and it's just not fun.
I'm gonna need to rest soon. I'm so tired, I could just lay down right here.
Oh, we might have, some of that went to waste, but you know what, that's fine. Okay, make sure we're warm. Yes, we are. We're gonna sleep for 5 hours. Good. Is it too dark to work? No, it's not. So look at that. Now we're gonna do this. And if we might do one more and then we'll walk down to the camp office. Because then it'll be like the warmest part of the day.
I need to find a place to rest.
Wow. No kidding, huh? Well, I don't want to use any jerky for this, so let's actually take this. That audio cut.
I need snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
We'll take that. I guess we're safe from predators. So let's go. If we had more fish, we would have stayed another day and read, but I just want to use the fish we have and not the jerky for situations like this. And when you're about to be exhausted like this, you might as well use the last bit to sprint, because you can't sprint when you're fully exhausted, right?
Too tired to think straight.
Same. But it works. Let's grab our meal for the night. Let's put these in here. I keep doing that. I think some of that went to waste, but not too much for it to have just done that, rounded like that. So let's do this. Yeah, it's still pretty bad, but we'll grab a whitefish. Oh wow. But as you can see, we've gone through a lot of our excess food, so it's really good. Alright, let's get some water. We're not going to be able to sleep as long as I'd hoped, but ruined. Well, that's unfortunate, but car. Hello, Teddy. Oh, did you look at that? Now, do we have an active trade? We do. Right, yes. The lamp oil, the battery, and the cloth. I think we still have... Why is this day 6? That should be like day 42. There was no way it was day 6. I think it was like day 40-ish. Okay. Okay, we do have one car battery. Okay, let's read for 2 hours if we can. Good. And what I think we're going to do is I think we're going to head out to Coastal Highway again so we can do this trade. Or maybe... Yeah, because we never found the, no. Never found the Polaroid. We might just eventually map out this anyways when we go over to drop off the statues. Let's go ahead and sleep for 6 hours. Okay, wonderful. So what we're going to do now is go onto the lake. We're not going to fish. We've done enough of that here in Mystery Lake for now. We'll do that when we return eventually. But what we're going to do is go drop off the statues to one of the one of the cabins. So... we have 9.25, that's 37. Yep. Beautiful. Save that. Oh yeah, and there's the train car picture of. Now let's take these. Or should we wait to do this? Because this is a really good... You know what? No, this is... It's good storage. Oh, but should we? No, you know what? We're going over there anyways. We might as well. We're gonna drop this. And they always like to float. See that? That. Yeah, I think we'll be good. Okay, we do need charcoal. Perfect. Alright. So I know we said we wouldn't use ruined stuff in our fancy meals, but That's kind of ridiculous that this has gotten ruined, that this gets ruined so fast. We'll have to think about that one. But we'll worry about cooking fancy stuff later. Okay, Mountain Town is a big one. Pleasant Valley and these are surprising. I guess we've never done that one. We'll get it eventually. Let's head out. Alright, beautiful weather. Let's eat fish before we go. The last is whitefish. We have 2 bass over there, so that's good. Yeah, then we'll walk out to the lake and start napping. If we play our cards right, we might be able to walk to Coastal Highway before night. We'll probably stay in Ravine. That's what I think we'll do. Although the weather seems to be changing based on the crows flying. So we shall see. Decisions, decisions. Which cabin should we choose to be the memorial project? This one has potential.
I would do anything for a drink right now.
I think we could do this one. Can we take this? We can't take the paper off the door. I don't know how I feel about that. Though I do like the... I wish you could take this paper off, but... This is pretty nice, because look, we could take everything out. Clear the junk. We could take everything out. We would have our workbench like right here. We would craft a bunch of shelves right through here. And then this would be like bears, cougars, wolves. Yeah, and then if they add herbivores in the future. I like this. This will be the cabin. This is what we're gonna do. So let's put that there. Yeah. Let's first. I want to make sure that these won't be destroyed when we leave. You never know. This game's pretty good about item preservation, but just want to check. Okay. I trust it. Okay, let's add this. Okay, excellent. Save that. Now, we'll probably destroy everything in here, to be honest, so it's fine. Let's actually go ahead and start taking stuff out that we might want to use in the camp office, though. Take that. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Don't tell me that that bowl can't be destroyed. That's gonna be a major stain if we can't get rid of that.
I need to find something to drink.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I might actually keep the rug. There's no way that lamp. Yeah, these lamps weigh 5 kilograms for some reason. I don't know how I feel about that. But let's step outside. Okay, well, that's a skid mark. We'll just have to cover that up with that then. But you know what? That can work. We'll just put the workbench right there then. That's not a devastating setback. It's unfortunate, but maybe by the time that we get this finished, it might be fixed. So. Now let's step out here. And this would be good for the future herbivores. Yeah. This is Bleak Inlet. This is Bleak Inlet. We're taking that. Ah, these are carbon copies. Okay, that makes sense. Have the same picture. Okay, and I'd imagine that this is just the same. Different. Okay, we can't take that. Ooh, what's over here? Did we search this guy? We've had to have done this before, right? Yeah, okay. But this seems like a spot you can get up to, so we'll check this out. A lot of sticks, too. Oh, look at that. Edge of the world. Alright, let's go up to here. Okay, now we did kill the bear a while ago, but I highly doubt that they would be back by now. There's things to be said about the duplicate sticks, but like I said before, it's a forest. There's going to be a lot of sticks, so it's not that big of a deal. Interesting. We didn't map the caves out, but that's fine. Yeah, this is where the bear calls home. Don't see any cairns. I wish I could grab them. Thank you. You have a good day. Black and white doesn't. Whatever. What does that picture look like? That's actually pretty good. I like it. It's pretty good. We'll go this way when we head towards Coastal Highway, now that I think about it. We accomplished our goal of dropping the statues off, so now we just want to head back. We're gonna get a sprain. No? Oh, that deer is gonna be in trouble. Okay, let's see if we can get a statue or a picture of this guy. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever find that Polaroid, so let's just map this out. That's good enough. Actually, you know what? We can go to Coastal Highway. This is a good opportunity. What we're going to do is cook some rosehip pies. Eat those for gaining our awakeness back. And let's check our trades. Okay, that's good. Yep, and then we have all the stuff there. We just need to bring the lamp oil. Okay. So we've got those.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Okay. So we're gonna grab this can. We'll take that with us. What we're gonna do. Is there any less flour? First, we're gonna dump all this off. Good. Take that. No, what am I doing? These need to go out. These should be good for a while. If I can properly hit the right one. No. Thank you. I don't think the meat will go bad, at least within a reasonable time frame. We'll leave that there. No, no. Take that. Got our reading materials, our emergency coal. Woodworking tools, we don't need to bring that, definitely not. Whetstone is fine. I don't think we're gonna bring any decorations back. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is grab this skillet. We've got our cooking materials. We've got these. We'll bring the lightest one. Because I want to fill this up to 4. Interesting. Okay, got that. Did I put... Oh no, I forgot the hundreds of rose hips we had back at Mountain Town, but that's fine. We've got our water. We don't need that. We'll grab a fish on the way out, I think. Can we cook? Yes, we can. Ah, yes. So we're going to start this fire, eat these pies, and then head to Coastal Highway.
Come on. Turned out pretty well.
We'll find more sticks. Well, actually, we're going to go higher up, so we'll grab one just in case. I think we can repair this. Ah, we were 1 down off. Never mind. So we'll take the 4 down with us anyways. Let's check our notes again. Or rather these. So we're missing I don't know what we could be missing. Pleasant Valley is the lowest, is the one that's most uncovered. But we're gonna go through ravine, trestle, basin to coastal highway. What could be left? Oh, probably the derailment. I think that's what it's called. That makes sense. So we'll get that. And coastal highway. I have no idea what coastal highway could be missing. That's embarrassing. Okay, so that's not a named location. That is. Oh, okay, yeah. So we're missing.
Drink.
Thank you, Will. We're missing the 2 Pleasant Valley. That's one. And the other. There's the yeah, the quiet clearing up here. I think that's the other one. So we have our plan for that. Okay, I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are good to go. We'll actually keep this torch. Now that I think about it. We could have crafted... We should have crafted a full torch with the... well, we can anyways. We'll just drop the small containers. I probably... No, we need to go. We need to go. This weather is too good to pass up. Then I think eventually our plan, once we leave Coastal Highway again, we're gonna head through to Pleasant Valley. And then either go... Well, I can't remember which regions we haven't taken a picture in. But I think for now we'll just go to Pleasant Valley. And then we'll go to Winding River. Hello. I didn't think you would be up here. Oh, he was up here from earlier. That's right. But yeah, as I was saying, we would then go to Winding River, and then, well, back to Mystery Lake, and then probably to the far territories from that point, after doing a bunch more statues, because we would need to have our cabin fever the lowest it could possibly be before heading towards the Langston mine for the Too Greedy, Too Deep achievement. And look, this is why you do want to come up here, because there can be cairns up here. I'm looking for the Polaroid, but that's also very much appreciated. Did I drop the... I didn't, but you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I'm not gonna freak out over that. We're gonna take all these rose hips to the trader too. But yeah, that trip was not a waste of time because we found a cairn. What does that do for us? Absolutely nothing, but we can say it works towards the completionist, which I highly doubt we'll get all the cairns in this playthrough, to be completely honest, but it's fine. We'll do what we can. Eyes are cold, that's fine. We didn't grab a fish. That was what we were forgetting. We didn't grab a bass, but you know what? We have a lot of jerky, it's not going to kill us. I'm just happy we got to eat almost all the fish while we were crafting those statues, so it didn't go to waste, any of it. Okay, so our plan, we're going to map derailment and probably make it to... I wouldn't want to say... Well, I think we can make it the coastal highway. We're definitely not making it to the town site before nightfall, that is. But... Let's grab all these sticks while we're out. We're definitely not making it to the coastal town site before nightfall, but we can make it to... Honestly, we can probably make it to the train unloading coastal highway. let's see, we have to make the trades with the trader. And then that will involve more fishing. So before we do that, we might continue a lot of work on the town site restoration project. So we'll do that. And then probably craft a bunch of more statues. There's nothing saying we have to craft them in Mystery Lake. All that matters is that we deliver them to the cabin. So this has got to be it. I think this is called derailment.
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
Huh. Oh, to Bleak Inlet. That's the last location. Okay. I was wrong. Well, this was kind of the... Actually, you know what? Why don't we live a little bit, and we'll go down into the ravine basin. Yeah, we'll be fine in the cave. And let's map that location out, and then we'll head to Coastal Highway the next night. We have lots of jerky, it's fine. It's fine. Now remember, whatever you do, do not go down here, you'll die. You'll die instantly because there's a death wall. You need to take the rope. Or, at the time of recording, you can sneak into the ravine by a way I'll show you when I get done climbing. Okay, so do not approach from this side no matter what. What you're going to want to do, if you want to cheese this... Ooh, is that coal? No, that's a wheel. You're going to want to go way up on that cliff and then hop down like right behind the trigger zone. But that's only like a speedrun strat. I would not do that in survival unless you know what you're doing. So keep that in mind. But you see how much those pies paid off? Okay, I did bring my bed. Good. There we go. That should be everything. Yes, that was it. Perfect. Now we're going to chop up some cedar wood here, since we have the opportunity. Yep, here's the first one. Oh, that's fur. That's too bad. Oh, look at all this. Oh, we'll keep that can there, but we'll go in here.
Can't feel my hands.
Now we could sleep for 10 hours, but even still, I'm a bit anxious about doing that, even with all the precautions, so we'll sleep for 2 hours, 2 shifts of 5. We'll keep the sticks here. What's this torch at? No. Alright, let's go. I thought about it. Yeah, when we go to Coastal Highway, when we go to Pleasant Valley eventually, we'll map out the transition area towards that as well in the Coastal Highway region, so we can get that. It's just that and the quiet clearing, I think. It is nice, well, not nice, but it is, I think, a nice part of the game to be able to record and catalog the destruction that's occurred here. So I love the addition of the camera. I do want to map this out as well. Probably like right near the rabbits and then on the bridge. I think that would cover it. But I think we're actually going to go do the Too Greedy, Too Deep achievement around day 470 and then get done around 495.
Never felt so cold.
And then return to our friend Teddy and camp office around day 500 for our celebration. So I think that's what we'll do. We could kill the rabbits here, but I don't need to. I don't want to. There's no... We have jerky. We're fine. Yeah, it looks like the weather's gonna get bad soon. I thought that was a blizzard coming in, but no. I know you want to stop. Yes. Picture achieved. That's what we were wanting to see. Now, when we shoot them, we take a picture of them. We don't have to shoot them with arrows. Of course, that doesn't mean we won't ever have to do that again, but very rarely will we need to actually hunt rabbits. Because now we can repair our gloves. And they degrade slowly, as long as we're not stupid.
Come on. Come on. Turned out pretty well.
Okay, put that there. Oh, I hear the echo. I think it's because we're near the cave. That's kind of odd, but it's fine. Let's map this out. Look at that. It's pretty good. Little spot right there, but we mainly did this for the water. Take these out. Actually, you know what? That's fine. And while we wait for that to go out. That's fine. That's all we needed. Now we're gonna map inside the bridge, and then eventually we'll come back through here. Now this is not a safe cave to sleep in. Like, it's not even warm, but also it is not as windproof as you might think. So be mindful of that. I said before on past adventures, I almost froze to death right over there on Voyager because a blizzard came up. I woke up because I was on Voyager. On Stalker and Interloper, you won't wake up if you're freezing to death. Which, I don't know how I feel about that. I think it should depend on how exhausted you are when you start to sleep, right? If you're like fatigued, super fatigued, yeah, you shouldn't wake up. But if you're just taking like a hour cat nap and you start to freeze, I think that should wake you up. But that's just me. Alright, so what we're going to do is get to the derailment, or train unloading, I think, and then probably end the episode there. Let's just focus on not falling to our death. Remember, be sure to have auto walk turned off. I personally have it turned off whenever I'm on this bridge, but I guess you could keep it on until you're like right at the dangerous part. And wouldn't that be great if you could use the woodworking tools and just, like, maybe they add nails to the game, and you can just put a bunch of wood planks right here, so you don't have to do this every time. But that's part of the fun. I'm just checking the time. I like to keep the episodes around an hour and a half to 2 hours at most. I think the longest I've had is like 2 hours and 20 minutes, and the shortest has been an hour 5, I think. But
Cold is making my head feel thick.
thank you, Will. I like to keep it around that range, so just for consistency. So we're gonna go, and what I'm getting at is that we're right near the range, so what we're gonna go do is go to this trailer over here. Remember the trailer that saved my life in that Voyager playthrough I was talking about? I think I talked about it the first episode. This trailer is always special because I had no knowledge of the maps, and I was freezing to death on Voyager, and I was like down to 10%, and I found it. Is that a moose? That's not a moose. That's a bug. Again, I do think they should be territorial if there are does nearby. That would make sense. If they were maybe not like wolf level aggressive, but maybe like the moose. Not as devastating as an attack as the moose, but I mean, yeah, those are pretty big bucks. But I digress. Alright, so we've made it to safety. Had a lot of good progress this episode. Made it all the way from trappers. Crafted, I think, what, 17 statues? It's huge progress. Mapped out the lake. Dropped off the statues and found our location of where we're going to do our project. And now we've made it back to Coastal Highway. And next episode we're going to continue with the trader, do all that fun stuff, and make more statues and clean up the town site. For now, we'll end the episode here. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.